Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Yeti. Speaking personally, thinking in a second language is the hardest skill to acquire because I feel like there is a translating machine in our head, in a non-native speaker's head, and whenever we try to put our thoughts into words, especially in English, this translating machine starts working and it literally slows down our speech, and it usually gets in the way of speaking English fluently, naturally, and smoothly. However, just because it's hard, it doesn't mean that it is impossible, right? And you just need some effective methods and consistency and patience. So I'm here to convey 3 tips that allow you to speak English without the help of this annoying translating machine. So let's get started. Firstly, let's begin with the easiest practice routine. Make a point to describe things, some basic things and objects in English, such as your body parts or things around you or in your house, daily chores that you tend to carry out, everyday routines and activities in English. And if you're currently working, you should know how to say things in your office, such as your office supplies, items, and equipment in English. To test your knowledge, I'll show you some kitchen items. Try saying each item in English. Now let's try some daily chores and activities. Most of the non-native speakers have trouble saying even the most basic activities in English, and that's what blocks their progress to some extent because vocabulary is crucial. But I don't mean that you must know advanced English words. You just need to know how to say things and objects that you see, feelings that you have, and activities that you do on a day-to-day basis. Even if you cannot make sentences at first, make sure that you know how to say a particular item or thing in English. Then you can come up with some chunks and phrases, then complete sentences. Be able to express objects, actions, and what's in your mind in English allows you to reduce the amount of time you spend translating every little thing from your native language to English. I can't recall where I learned this method, but it's quite effective. So there are a lot of websites where you can generate random questions at your fingertips, right? So generate random questions and try to answer each question within 10 seconds. Your answer might not be as perfect as you'd like, or you won't be able to come up with the words that you've recently learned or words in your passive vocabulary list because your brain has to process much faster than normal, as there is a 10-second time limit. It doesn't have enough time to recall unfamiliar words to activate the translation system in your head. You can't even think whether your sentences are grammatically correct or not, as the time will be up before you know, and that's how you gradually train the brain to no longer translate from one language to another. When we integrate the summarizing activity to English listening and reading practice, we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. When you read a nonfiction book, after reading each chapter and consuming the ideas and information that the author wants to convey, you should give yourself time to digest them or let them sink in. Try summarizing each chapter in English, and you can talk about the general idea or message of that chapter, and there might be some points where the author and you see eye to eye, or sometimes you might not want to go along with them, and you can say them in English as well. When it comes to fiction, narrate the sequence of events and scenarios of each chapter in English. You can even visualize them and act as a narrator. If you're able to add your feelings and opinions in the summary, you're really making the most out of it. You're training your brain to generate words and sentences by picturing scenarios rather than by translating in your head. You can apply the summarizing method in watching movies as well, and even when you listen to music or tune into podcasts, you can say what it is about in English. And if you're not into reading thick books, try short stories, and eventually you'll get to a point where you can narrate everything without translating any longer. I'm not telling you that translating is a bad habit or completely prevents you from becoming an eloquent English speaker, but personally I dislike translating from one language to another, and that's why I've been training my brain to be able to think in English. But I don't want to pretend saying like I am able to think in English entirely or completely. But I'm making progress every single day, and I'm confident that I'm capable of acquiring everything with desire, consistency, effective methods, and patience. Of course, my hard work will definitely pay off, and yours will too. That is all, and as usual, thank you so much for watching this video until the end. If you like this video and find something useful in it, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell to get a notification whenever my channel is updated. It's 1:55 p.m. Bye!